What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a little bit since I've created a video. Things have been crazy. It's the kids' birthdays this week, last week and this week. So it's kind of hectic right now, and also my allergies are kicking in. Things aren't really going well when it comes to that. So there's just a bunch of excuses that I can make. But I want to talk to you guys about the crypto market because as I see, many things have happened, right? It wasn't just one thing. It wasn't just seeing Bitcoin explode to another level, but also seeing it come back a little bit. It wasn't, just Bitcoin. You also had other things that have grown, 50%, 100%, and other plays that I do have that are making me some decent money, on the side. But this video, I want to talk all about where Bitcoin is because I think Bitcoin really does lead where the market is going. Whether it means that we're in altcoin season, we're in Bitcoin season, whether we see the kind of polar opposites or the inverse activity between Bitcoin and altcoins. Get down. Come on, man. We just got two new cats as well. Whether you see the, inverse movement between Bitcoin and altcoins, or you see, just everything move together, in tandem. And I feel like we're still seeing a little bit of that. And I want to explain that and talk about that in this video. So if you guys could, make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon at Perry8K. Go ahead, follow me over there. Also, check out my link for BTCC down below. It's honestly a really, really good platform that I've been utilizing for quite some time now. If you use my link, you will get a 10% deposit bonus, as well as extra bonuses all the way up to $10,055. So you're getting a ton if you decide to use my link in the description. Also, you can get 40% lower trading fees. So if you wanted to trade and have less fees that you're paying out, you would have that. It is honestly a very good platform. I've been using it for 9 months. It's phenomenal. I've been able to make money left and right, hand over fist. Honestly, some of the best money I've made in the crypto market have come from this platform just because I've been able to utilize it so well. So feel free to check it out. Link is at the top of the description, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now, where we stand in the crypto market, just to give you kind of a glimpse of the things that we've missed, maybe. So Bitcoin ran to a new all-time high, creating multiple new all-time highs, not just 110,000. But breaking to 111, I believe breaking to 112, and looking like it's on its way to ridiculous numbers. And while we saw that, we saw everything else in the market that was increasing as well, just not as much of an increase when it comes to market cap impact as Bitcoin was doing. So you did see the dominance then start to replace itself and get to, a higher dominance rather than being at the 60% level. But then after that, usually when you see it high, you start to see it fall a little bit. And we did see it fall, but not as much as we expected. So there's obviously two options that we could see here. We could see Bitcoin fall and retrace to the level it's supposed to retrace to, or continuance in this increase because of the impact that we've seen in previous time periods like this, previous increases. So let's look at where the cryptocurrency market is right now. The current market is at a $3.43 trillion market cap. Bitcoin's dominance back up to 63%, while Ethereum dominance is at 9.3%. We're also seeing Bitcoin that's sitting at $108,000. Almost $109,000. It's slightly down on the day, while some other things are actually increasing. It is up in the last 7 days by 2.3%. Ethereum up by 4%, 5% for BNB, and so on and so forth, right? You see a mix of everything, which is great to see. You don't typically see that. You typically see it all move kind of together. And if Bitcoin is running or falling, then everything else is falling. So it's great to see some of that movement. But looking at where Bitcoin has been, let's say in the last week, if we're looking at the last month, we've seen it at a level of $111,970.17 of a high. Basically, $112,000, creating a brand new high. And obviously people being very excited about where this is. Now, what do we expect from this movement? If we look at the last month and where it has gone, right, where it was from 94,000 up to 104, up to 105, up to 106, 107, breaking 111 and almost getting to 112,000. Now, if this is the brand new high that we create, there's an impact that this makes, right? You start to see it retrace a little bit, right? From this overall high that it had, you see a double top, which could be 110,000 again, but we're too close to this level to see that, kind of create that second top here. We still need to see a little bit of a retracement from what I'm getting from it, right? If we see it down to about 99,000 or 100,000, that would be a solid retracement before it does break back up to those levels. Now, if we zoom back out even further, we can see that technically we are creating that double top. If we zoom all the way out, we're looking at these double tops back in the day, right, where it's, I don't want to say back in the day, it was 2021, where you saw a 63,000 mark, then a 69,000 mark, then you see it retrace. Right now it's at 105,000 mark, or 106,000, or whatever it got to. I think it was 108. But it got to those levels, and now it breaks above that, and you can see the retracement that it had, right? Back down to 78, and now back up to 111, almost $112,000. So zooming back out, it's telling us that we have that picture, right? That picture perfect look, and now we're going to see it retrace. This would be one of the reasons why I have an open line for Bitcoin to actually see a short, right? And the reason why I shorted that was just because there's always a potential chance, right? I already made a good $400, $500 recently from this, so I decided to take about $111, $112 and invest it into there. Currently, I am up on that. I'm up $149 or 133% in this 50x leverage trade. But it doesn't mean that it will 100% go with it. Now, let's argue, right? Let's continue to throw out some arguments. Right now, we're at an interesting part. The reason why is because we're experiencing a golden cross. And experiencing a golden cross is insanely bullish. So in every other instance that we've seen this golden cross that has happened, we've seen a pickup. We've seen it push very, very hard, right? And since we crossed, and if you don't know what a golden cross is, it's a 200-day average over the, the 50-day average over the 200 average, and you see it break above that. And seeing that where this 50 moving average is breaking above the 200 moving average, that's telling us that we're going to see continuous bullish momentum. However, we're so far away from this compared to other areas that we've been at, it really doesn't make sense to hold it. That's what is bothering me. And in other instances, that's what tells me that we may end up seeing a little bit of a decrease there, right? So we look at other instances. We look at this, golden cross scenario where the 50 moving average is over the 200 EMA. But look how close the actual numbers are compared to the 50 moving average compared to the 200 EMA. Look how close they are in comparison to where we are now. Look how far of a gap we have between the 200 EMA and the actual price, the 50 moving average and the actual price. Hey, Kat, what are you doing? Give me a second. She shouldn't be going down there. I don't know what's happening. They're looking down a hole they shouldn't be doing. Now I have to go ahead and cover that up. Anyways, the point is that we were seeing when we look at these in comparison to other situations, you see that golden cross, but it's so close to where this is that it doesn't look like you're going to experience a major pullback compared to where we are today. You know, we're so far away from the 200 EMA. We're so far away from the 50 moving average that there is, it's telling me that we're probably going to see more of a pullback. So that's why I'm keeping this here. But then again, we could experience a major move and see it break way above where it is. You know, just because it looks like it's far away from here, What's going on back there? Just because it looks like it's far away from here, it doesn't mean that it actually is far away when you start to zoom all the way out. Like if we go further on and we start to see a major price increase, this looks a lot closer than the gains that we experienced here. So it's kind of iffy. We could see 150,000, but there is still a chance that we could see, a level of, get back down to this 50 moving average or the 200 EMA, 97 to 9 or 94 to 97,000. We could see any of those levels. So I'm keeping this on here, just in case that does happen, because I do want to see major gains. Because if I go ahead and put 94,000 in here, I'm gaining a $900 off of a $100 investment. I'll take that any day of the week, right? So let me know what you guys think about this. Where do you believe Bitcoin is going? How far do you believe it's going? These cats are absolutely jumping off the walls, doing parkour at the moment, and it's weird, but they're kittens. They're 6 months old. But anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon at PerryHGA. You can follow me over there. Don't forget about my link for BTCC if you guys want to get involved with leverage trading. It honestly is very, very fun. It's great as long as you are being disciplined, right? And you are making sound investments. Don't just throw money at places and say, hey, it's going to grow. No, you want to make sure you're making the right moves, especially when you're leverage trading. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. Again, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.